Well, I think we're slowly starting to see the handwriting on the wall about jobs and careers and making money. And the pandemic really speeded that up. Like just because you have a college degree, you're not going to make a ton of dough anymore. Yeah. And many times you're going to make less. I mean, now with skills and certificate or whatever, you can make twice as much as you did with, if you had a college degree, with just maybe 6 months to a year, skills training. And now, because of the pandemic, the leaders, the so-called leaders, are worried about that, and they're trying to get training. So this is a good time now to pick up some skills instead of worrying about getting a bachelor's degree and wind up pouring coffee at Starbucks for the rest of your life or whatever. You get something, a skill that's really needed, and we need this to grow in our society. And that's why what New York is doing and states around the country are giving free training, whether it's a community college or online. Now, what New York's done is hooked up with Coursera. Now, this is an online training where you get degrees and everything. The major universities use this platform and everything. Now, what they have is 4,000 training programs, for people. Now, this is for people in New York, but there's something similar in almost every, city in the, or every state in the country. And you should check out your state, and I'll show you how to do that. But here, the new training tool that New York set up provides access to 4,000 online programs. Listen to this. Taught by professors and industry professionals. The courses will focus on high growth and in-demand sectors like advanced manufacturing, technology, healthcare, among others. According to the state, okay, and which added that the number of programs provided by Pathway professional certificates and other certifications. So you get a certificate and a certification. And people bullshit on their resume. Oh, I could do that and whatever, particularly if you're a guy. Women apparently don't do that as much. Guys say they could do everything. Didn't worry about it. So they hooked up with Coursera. And so particularly if you have time on your hands, man, go get a certificate in all kinds of things, even if it's in marketing or supply chain management, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, the art of negotiation, and then you show your potential employer, look at the skills I have, with or without a degree. You get these, and that's important. I think is that you have to have skills, and looking around and going nowhere. I mean, we pay for people that do something, so you train yourself to have a skill. Just like if you wanted to be a baseball player, you would go out and hit balls for 5 hours a day or whatever the hell it is, so you could do that. So your work and the amount of income that you could get in life really is dependent on those skills. And you don't have to be a PhD. You don't even have to have a degree or even a high school diploma, because these people don't care. And particularly it's free. So you have nothing to lose. And then actually you get in a course that's not good, then you could go take something that's more in line with your current capabilities to move up to that. So you can't play in the major leagues right away, but you could go in the minor leagues and play around in that, and always developing your skills to be in need. We want to be wanted. And when you're wanted, then people pay you more money. And so you have to take the initiative yourself to do that. And now is the best time ever. I mean, 10 years ago, you couldn't do this. You'd have to pay, $20,000, $50,000 a year to go to college. You don't anymore. And now the pandemic is cracked that nut open like a watermelon. And now anybody can do it. Anybody get out there and learn programming if you want, cybersecurity, data management, all these hot, things that are going on, and from major universities, not some crackpot guy like me in his basement telling you something. These are real credentials to get real jobs, get real money. And what happens if you fail? Nothing. No shame. Nobody even know you're taking it. So go ahead. The water's fine. Just jump in that sucker. And it's not deep. The ground is there. You're not like jumping in the oceans. No, You just go in and see if you can damn swim. If you can't, you just stand up in the water and walk out. That's all. You got nothing to lose, and double your salary or even more, to gain. So where do you start if you're not living in New York? And I'll put the link to this thing in the description. So you go to your Career One Stop Center. Okay. They'll know about this. You go to your Career One Stop Center and start there to see what kind of online programs they have or not online programs. And don't forget, everybody's learning online now. We have kindergarten kids don't even see a teacher. So you get a PhD and not see a teacher. That's the way we're living. But you need the skills. And that's the important thing. That you need skills to contribute to societies, and with that contribution, they seem to pay, according to that. So get the skills, so you don't have to worry about being paid enough to survive or whatever. And that's what we all have in us that we worry about. So one way to take advantage of that now is easier than before. Before you had to have a lot of money and SAT scores and all that kind of bullshit. No. You just need to find out where that is. Sign up on the course on the internet for free. Okay. So it's the Career One Stop. Your local Career One Stop Center, start there. Also start with your community college. Local community college, they have a lot of free programs or whatever to give you skills to work in the workforce. But these online, this is Coursera. It's course, C-O-U-R-S-A. Well, let's see. How do you spell Coursera? Well, you know what I mean. You'll find that the Coursera, they have a lot of free courses too that even outside of New York. But New York has these 4,000 courses that are available. And you could sign up today, start taking classes tomorrow. In a couple months, you have a certificate and you go knocking on doors. Hey, look it, I got the certificate. Okay, here's, I think this is Coursera's thing. Yeah, Coursera. And you just go down there and look at all the free courses. Yeah. And this is outside of New York, see? So you could start breezing around in there. From major universities, too. I even found an MBA from Illinois University for only $22,000. Man, most colleges charge $50,000 to $100,000 for those kinds of things. So it's all there. You just have to use it.